And you can see on your screens that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first images of that video conference that Prime Minister is having with the chief ministers, all important video conferencing with the meeting with the chief ministers of all the states and the union territories. And you can see Prime Minister's image there wearing a mask himself, which quite clearly giving an impression and giving a message out to the entire citizenry of the country about the importance of wearing a mask. Earlier, the Prime Minister also endorsed a special campaign of Times of India group of wearing the mask. The Prime Minister quite clearly in that video conferencing, also in the sanitized atmosphere of the Prime Minister's office, not meeting anybody physically. Meeting, remember, is happening through a video conferencing. Only key aides of the Prime Minister like the Cabinet Secretary, DG ICMR and the Union Home Secretary and a few others would be present with him. Even all of them maintaining social distancing. Despite all of that, Prime Minister specifically wearing a mask on his face, quite clearly giving a very important and a strong message to the citizenry that he is not only stressing upon the importance of wearing masks while in public and also probably in private, but he's also practicing that message himself. So that for the entire citizenry to take note of the fact that how important and how critical it is, even for asymptomatic, pre-symptomatic people with absolutely no contact and people who are completely confined to the four walls of their home, for them to wear face masks, how critical it is. That's the loud and clear message coming from the Prime Minister's side while he speaks to the Chief Minister and listens to the Chief Minister through that video conferencing meeting, an all-critical meeting which has to decide on the fact about the extension of the national lockdown. It may not be, an immediate decision that the government of India will announce today, immediately after that meeting. But the deliberation certainly would be whether to extend the lockdown, if to extend the lockdown, in what form, shape and size to extend the lockdown, whether it will be a national lockdown, whether certain districts or certain portions of the country will be exempt from that lockdown, whether the exemptions given to essential services will be extended. All those critical queries that our viewers want to know would be addressed post this meeting with the chief ministers. But an important, very strong, very pertinent, very a life-saving message coming from the Prime Minister there. He is sitting in that video conferencing wearing a face mask himself.